I can see, he's got some breathing on his own, so he's not dead.
I have no experience in emergency room care or acute situations. None.
You have a pulse? I hear nothing.
The intern is like the lowest level apprentice.
They're just going to see an awful lot of patients.
Let me go see if my patient died or not.
This is the Big Easy where it's easy to shoot people.
Every one of us is dreading Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras!
Mayhem don't come.
And the key is to remain calm.
She can't breathe.
You can scream, you can breathe.
You know, you just can't practice medicine defensively. You're going to get sued.
Careful.
You're going to kill people.
Hey, I'm not liking this too much.
He's aspirating.
Are you trying to feel some insanity?
This is not on camera, no comment.
Last time on Eyewitness. We've been shooting in New Orleans for 2 weeks now, following 4 young interns, doctors who have just graduated from medical school.
There's a lot we don't know.
Each of these interns is working towards a different medical specialty. Will plans to be an orthopedic surgeon, Heidi a radiologist, Morella an OBGYN, and Clay an emergency medicine physician.
You're going to see every unusual and bizarre element of society come through this emergency room.
But as part of their training, all of these interns must complete a month in the accident room at Charity Hospital, the most chaotic emergency room in the city.
Certainly as Mardi Gras approaches, things are going to get wild.
And with Mardi Gras approaching, the chaos is only going to get worse.
About 20 to 25 miles an hour. He has retrograde amnesia. He's working on him now.
Now that we've been shooting in the accident room for a couple weeks, it seems like we're really starting to blend into the landscape of the hospital.
All right, answer it.
Trauma Bay.
All right, well, she's back now. Now she can be the good assistant. Grab the thing in the box there. Good. Now turn it upside down.
Upside down?
Uh-huh. And hold
That's
it.
a little scary, Will.
The interns also seem to be settling in. Now that they've been here a few weeks, they seem to be getting used to the crazy pace.
It's getting to be routine now.
Now the charts are
Clay's the one intern who still seems to be having trouble in the accident room. It's ironic because he's also the only intern specializing in emergency medicine. This is what he wants to do for the rest of his medical career.
He's very, very meticulous. Very meticulous.
My note-taking tends to be a bit more on the anal side.
He does everything with such thoroughness. It's incredible. Sometimes I don't know if you can get away with that in the ER.
Very important to try and be fast. So that's probably my biggest deficit besides not knowing enough.
Clayton, what are you working on?
I was going to get radiology to read his CT.
You know what?
For a while before anybody.
They need this done first.
That's not going to happen before 7.
Just before the end of his shift, Clay was suddenly handed a new case. So now he had this new patient with a head laceration to treat, on top of finishing up all of his other responsibilities, all before his shift is over.
She needs to go immediately to the operating room, and that will never get addressed if it's not done.
Bump it to the top of the list. Take one ahead if it needs it, okay?
Clayton's getting hosed, man.
It's a form of conscious bullshit. I don't understand what the deal is. Yeah, they know it cannot be done that quickly, or at least I can't do it that quickly, and yet it's almost certain to be a problem. All right, here's what the problem is. It's like 6 minutes before the 7 o'clock hour. They want me to sew up a head laceration right now. It's a lose-lose situation I'm put in. Either they're going to be pissed off at me for not doing the laceration, or they're going to be pissed off at me for not being in rounds and not having all the chart work they need.
Even though Clay was angry about the situation, his attending physician seemed to suggest it was all a routine part of his training.
It's kind of a rite of passage. You learn best by those tough moments, or tough decisions that have to be made that were emotionally upsetting. You never forget, and that's the best way to really solidify your learning.
You have a cut on the back of your head, and we're going to close it real quick with staples, okay? I'll feel a little pressure in the back of your head. Oh, Jesus. Not hitting.
You off on that one?
There we go. Okay, now actually close it. God, not a good angle. So.
That's okay. You did good.
Sorry about that. It's all over, okay?
Oh, no problem.
Sloppy work caused her pain. It's done, though.
In the end, Clay was able to get the procedure done, but you could tell it really wasn't his idea of medicine well done.
I don't know why it was so imperative to get that closed before surgery. I don't know.
Some people just cannot handle the stress. Some people, it confirms the fact that they certainly don't want to go into emergency medicine.
It wasn't the standard of care I would have liked to have given that woman. It could have been done differently. Could have been done better with a little more compassion.
While Clay's struggling to keep up with the crazy pace of the accident room, some of the other interns are facing issues that hit a little closer to home.
How did you get all these?
He beat her face to the floor.
Să știi că țin pumnii când ai examenul marți, miercuri?
Morella just moved here 6 months ago from Romania, and not only does she have to go through all this rigorous training in the accident room, she also has to do it in a foreign language.
NyQuil.
NyQuil.
Yeah, you have to get used to the dialects. It's just over the counter.
Yeah, what is that?
Cough medication.
Internship is tough enough as it is. To have to come from a totally from a foreign country and move to a strange city, make new friends, learn a new hospital environment. That's a lot.
You want to stay here or you want to go back?
Well, when I came here, I was like, if you want a percentage, I was like 80-20. 80 stay, 20 go back. Now I'm like 60-40 and it's going down. So I don't know. I'm really glad I'm having my residency training here, because you definitely get exposed to a lot of things that you'll never see someplace else. And I've already seen, and I've been here only 7 months, things that I've only read in books. So I'm Dr. Chileano. What happened?
He's injured. I think being in the accident room has been an eye-opening experience for Morella. She's seeing the worst stereotypes of American violence come true.
How did you get all these?
He beat her face to the floor.
Oh really? How many times?
Oh,
You don't remember?
his injury so far is just...
How much? 20 times. Oh my God. I had no idea when I came here that New Orleans was definitely well known for a high crime rate. Can you move your neck?
Yeah, it just painful.
Touch your chin, your chest, your chin. Unfortunately, it's something that we cannot do anything about, except just take care for the people. In your head too?
Yeah.
It's your boyfriend did this?
Yeah.
About switch me that laceration in your face when you come back.
Okay.
It was a little bit of a culture shock in terms of whatever I thought medicine is about.
Does that ring have some significance?
Yeah, this ring is Aaron and I's first anniversary ring. Sort of a promise for the future kind of ring too.
And then Heidi, no Monty, no lipstick.
Hoffman.
Pretty self-explanatory.
That's self-explanatory. She's been wearing lipstick every time Monty's been working. Red lipstick.
All right, here's a lipstick conversation. It doesn't bother me that the people I work with don't know about my private life. I don't even want to go to this conversation, actually. I'm afraid.
But I do like it when you can appreciate a good-looking woman.
Oh, yeah?
As we got to know Heidi, she started opening up about her personal life and the particular problems that presents in the accident room.
Of all the months that I've done this year and all the places I've rotated through, I felt that being gay was the least acceptable in the emergency room environment of any of the environments I've worked in.
Even though Heidi very willingly shared this information with us, I was still a little nervous about having this responsibility, about being the ones who are, in essence, outing her on national television.
I'm sure my co-interns and residents and the people I've worked with this month, when they see this documentary, some of them will be surprised that I share my home with a woman that I've been in a serious relationship with for 3 years. I do tend to keep it private. I don't tend to make it an issue, just like people don't bring their own personal lives into their work environment. But it makes me uncomfortable when people start having conversations that I know could turn homophobic, and they don't even know who they're talking to. And I try to either leave or turn it in a different direction before something's said that I'm going to be upset with or that someone's going to regret saying. I think I've encountered more homophobia this month than I ever have.
Do you know how to get 4 gay guys on a bar stool?
Oh, stop. Don't even. And it's hard not being totally open and honest with people and referring to Aaron in platonic terms and not letting people know that I am so incredibly satisfied and in love and happy. No one knows that. No one knows that I have a fulfilling personal life. It's an annual parade where you dress up your dogs according to some theme.
How are you going to know if the dogs are comfortable or not?
So it should be fun. And Aaron, my roommate, and I are going to wear little sailor hats. I don't know how comfortable people are with different sexuality, and I don't want that to influence someone's opinion of me or make them feel uncomfortable. I sort of have this veil over my life here. I can't be totally free. I can be totally free to be who I am, but I'm not really comfortable with that at this stage. So I guess I just have to sort of keep my life with Aaron outside of my hospital life.
The interns are trying to strike the difficult balance between their personal and professional lives.
Do you miss Romania at all?
What do you think?
Meanwhile, Mardi Gras is just around the corner.
Mayhem don't come. A lot of crime, we can't stop it, we just write reports after.
This is actually the best part of the day. He is leaving. So this place we're going to is actually the place Aaron and I first met.
Oh, really?
You
guys met in New Orleans?
Uh-huh. Hey! I'll save the affectionate terms for off camera.
Heidi had a rare day off, and she got to spend some time with her partner, Aaron.
Hey, what's going on?
You look nice.
Well, thank you.
This was a pretty special occasion for Heidi, because her schedule really doesn't allow for her to have much time outside of the hospital.
I'm real excited. I'm real excited to be here today. And then we were able to hook up.
She said this is where you guys met.
Yeah, this place was kind of interesting. Do I tell the story? Sure. You really want to know the story? She was outside studying at this table, and it had started to rain. And I was with another friend, and I was standing in the doorway, and we were trying to figure out what we were going to do, and because this inside was packed.
It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was trying to be the dutiful medical student that I was, trying to study, of course, on a Friday night at a coffee shop when I was being very distracted.
And she basically said, I have seats at my table if you want to join us. So we, we just connected immediately. And
that's the censored, nice.
That's the PG-13 version?
Yeah, PG-13 version. For all those conservative viewers out there.
Yeah. Certainly don't want to wreck anybody's world,
In bliss ever since.
Yeah.
I went with Morella as she spent her day off in the park. Outside the familiar world of the hospital, it seemed like Morella was a little more vulnerable, and less sure of herself.
I don't know where home is anymore.
Are you starting to feel like New Orleans as well?
Yeah. I mean, that's weird. But it's probably because I'm on my own for the first time in my life.
Do you miss Romania at all?
What do you think? Of course I do.
What do you miss about it?
Everything.
What do you miss the most?
My family, my friends, my dog. Sometimes I even miss the bad things. Like the dust.
When we went back to her house, Mirella wanted me to see some of the life that she left behind in Romania.
This is my sister. All of them are high school friends. This is my mom, me, and Irina. I try not to do this too often because it brings back memories of things that I'm just kind of keeping shut down. The fact that I'm here all alone, I have to build up a life. I don't know for how long that is going to be. It's pretty tough.
Are you looking forward to the Mardi Gras stuff at all?
Well, I heard only bad things about Mardi Gras. So I don't know what's good about it. So I'll have to wait and see.
Mardi Gras is almost here. This festival is probably what New Orleans is best known for. You can tell that the anticipation is in the air. Everywhere you look, the whole city is gearing up for what's going to be the biggest event of the year. Everyone who passes through the accident room seems to have a slightly different take on exactly what Mardi Gras is about.
Mardi Gras is the greatest, most stupendous, exhilarating free show on earth in the history of time. Mayhem don't come. A lot of crime, we can't stop it, we just write reports after. It'll never be imitated.
Truly a human zoo.
Can't be duplicated.
A drunken debauchery.
It's fun.
The biggest frat party you can imagine.
And it's free.
Without any of the niceties.
Mardi Gras is New Orleans at its best.
The big event everyone's been waiting for is about to hit New Orleans.
Happy Mardi Gras! It's a big parade night. Significance, a lot of drunk people.
And the interns are gearing up for the fallout.
We're going to get swamped behind.
Mardi Gras in this city? Bad. Very, very busy.
It seems like whatever's happening in the city has a direct effect on what's going on in the accident room. And in the case of Mardi Gras, this is magnified tenfold.
I am dreading it.
We've seen some bad nights without any Mardi Gras stuff going on.
I think Mardi Gras will end up not much different than it normally is.
It'll be total chaos at all times.
Well, it'll be a little harrowing because this place will be entirely covered with stretchers.
From just being intoxicated to being shot and killed.
People doing some strange things,
Some will be happy,
trying to declothe themselves in front of us.
some will be sad,
People being run over by floats, people falling off of floats.
and some will be kind of nasty.
And who will have to fix them? We will.
Basically, for us, it'll be hell.
Ever since we got to the accident room, everybody's been talking about how intense things are going to be during Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras!
It's here.
Mardi Gras is like nothing I have ever seen. It's a mix of crowds, celebrations, and celebrities.
Before all the interns started their night shift, we all got to see the celebrations firsthand. Clay and his family hit a day parade.
Got my sunglasses. Can't see anything. Mainly don't want to be hit by the beads. Don't care about catching them too much. He's being slightly traumatized by the whole event, I'm afraid.
He said, well, don't you know Mardi Gras is coming? I'm like, what's Mardi Gras?
With all her previous misgivings, I was surprised that even Morella got into the spirit of Mardi Gras.
In the city, Mardi Gras means celebration, big party, but in the accident room, it has a very different meaning.
Here they come.
Some of the craziness from out on the street is here.
Come on, dude. It's a big parade night. Significance, a lot of drunk people.
At least it's festive with some beads, though. This is the doo-doo beads.
What is that?
It's poo-poo.
You've been in an accident. You remember being in an accident?
A little shocked, I would say. Yeah, it's not something I see every day.
I never thought I'd be spit on, kicked, insulted. I've been all those things.
You can scream, you can breathe.
Filled in like 3 patients in the hallway that haven't been attended to.
I want to go home.
The 2 room floors are going to take precedence.
37-year-old female started tonight.
Back to back, 1 minute apart.
We're going to get swamped and behind.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? What are you?
Please help me!
There is bad things going on around here.
Please help me!
Very bad things. Can't resist Mardi Gras. There's something in it for everybody.
Next time on Eyewitness. It's crunch time for the interns in the accident room as the chaos of Mardi Gras sweeps through the city.
Kick 'em all!
For Clay, Mardi Gras proves to be the biggest test of his ability to perform under the crushing pressure of the accident room.
We have all the funds that we need.
Heart rate is dropping.
Will butts heads with his colleagues and his patients.
No, you broke your promise. But I can't take it.
And as Mardi Gras reaches a fever pitch, all the interns anticipate their most harrowing night in the accident room.
And then we're going to get a whole rash of people that really hurt. Then we're going to get them the creek.